Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my everyday morning skincare routine and then how I apply my makeup. This video is not sponsored in any way. These are just products that I have found that work for me that I've been using every day. The first thing I do in the morning is wash my face with the Neutrogena Ultra Gentle Daily Cleanser. And then I'm going to use a Murad Essential C Toner. And I just spray it all over my face and then gently rub it into my skin. What the toner does is restore the natural pH balance back to your face after you wash away all the oils from the cleanser. Then I'm going to use a True Skin Vitamin C Serum. I apply a drop to my forehead and to each of my cheeks, and I rub that into my skin. I use a serum to even out any texture issues I might have and any redness. The next thing I'm going to do is use Pure Hyaluronic Acid Serum from Cosmetica Skincare. I apply one drop to each cheek and to my forehead and gently rub it in. I've been using this product for years now and I love it because it adds hydration back into my skin. The moisturizer I'm going to use is the Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream. I like to warm it up between my fingers before putting it onto my face because the consistency of this moisturizer is pretty thick. Sunscreen is super important to use every single day, even if you're staying indoors. I'm using the Neutrogena SPF 55 Clear Face Sunscreen. The last thing I'm going to be doing is adding 2 drops of argan oil to my under eye. My under eye tends to get a little bit dry, especially if I use under eye concealer and powder, so this helps retain some of that moisture. The primer I'm going to be using is the Professional Primer from Benefit Cosmetics. I'm going to be using a pea-sized amount and apply it to the areas of my face that get the most oily, which tends to be my T-zone area and my chin. The foundation I'm going to be using today is the Bare Minerals Liquid Foundation in the color Natural. I use my finger to apply it to my face, and the reason I do that is so that the foundation warms up a little bit on my skin. And I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to blend it all in. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way in the color Almond. I don't usually wear concealer because I don't really have a lot of dark under eye circles, but if I ever do, I just apply it to the inner corner of my eye to even the color out. I'm also going to apply a little bit to my forehead, to my chin, and to my nose, and use the same beauty blender to blend it all in. I'm going to set that using the Laura Mercier powder in the color Translucent and use a fluffy brush. Since the liquid foundation is pretty light to medium coverage, I'm going to use the Bare Minerals pressed powder in the color Light Natural to add a little bit more coverage. And I'm using the Real Techniques foundation brush. To contour and add a little bit of warmth back into my skin, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match powder in the color Cappuccino. If you can't tell, I've had this powder for a very long time and I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to be using a very fluffy brush to apply it. To carve out my contour, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Superstay powder in the color Porcelain, and I'm just using the same foundation brush. To add a little bit of blush to my skin, I'm using the Tarte powder in the color Party, and I'm just using a brush that I probably got from Walgreens or Walmart or something like that. And this is the moment that I realized that I applied way too much blush, so I'm going to go back with my foundation brush and try to even it out a little bit. I'm going to do my brows next, and I use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist in the color Dark Brunette. I'm just going to follow the natural shape of my brow and use a little spoolie to even it out. I don't like to add extra concealer to carve out my brows, so instead I use a clean flat brush and it does the exact same thing. To finish off my brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Dark Brown, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Angled Brush to create some hair strokes on the inner corner of my brow. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the same L'Oreal True Match powder that I used to contour with for my eyelids. And I'm going to use a very fluffy brush to just blend it all out. I'm going to create a small wing using the L'Oreal Infallible Lacquer Liner in the color Black. And I'm going to be using a small angled brush. I'm just going to use that same brush with the remainder of the product to use on my lower lash line. I'm then going to take another angled brush and use the same powder I used for my shadow and apply a little bit underneath my eyes on my lower lash line. I'm then going to curl my lashes, which for me is the scariest part, and then I'm going to be using the Rimmel Scandaleyes mascara. I never like to apply false lashes. I don't think they look good on me, or maybe I just don't know how to apply them, so I just use mascara. Excuse the blurriness, but I'm using the Bare Minerals powder highlighter in the color medium to add a little bit of shimmer to my lids and also to highlight my face. I'm using the same fluffy brush that I used for my eyeshadow, and I'm going to use another fluffy brush to apply some highlight to my cheekbones, a little bit to my nose, and my cupid's bow. For lipstick, I'm using the Maybelline Purely Nude Matte Lipstick in the shade 535. Since this is matte and my lips are pretty dry, I don't really apply it, I just kind of dab it on. This last step is an absolute must and made all the difference to my makeup. It is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. My makeup would always get pretty cakey towards the end of the day, but with this spray, it looks as if it's brand new. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I loved sharing all of my favorite products with you guys. I have everything linked down below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!